Hello YouTube. Okay, so it's a week on. Let's get the results of the blind test. So, through the powers of editing, the guitar 1 was Epiphone Les Paul. My Korean Epiphone with the Iron Gear humbuckers, with the raw nickel covers I put on because, let's be honest, they look really cool and vintage. There you go. So obviously guitar 2 was the PRS, the SC Tremonti Singlecut. There you go. If you're looking for that classic Les Paul sound, in my opinion, you can't beat the Les Paul. There's something about the Les Paul that has a lot of grunt to it, but it's sort of all the notes at once in that, Gibson sort of way. It's all about hitting an A chord and getting a bit layery like Steve Jones from the Pistols. Yeah, it's just one massive sound, rather than it's quite mellow as well. It's quite woody, quite fluty. It sounds like a Les Paul. I mean, you listen to Moon Age Daydream, David Bowie, Mick Ronson giving it all that. That just sounds like a Les Paul. It's not really a focused sound. There's a lot of mid-range, there's a lot of poke, but it doesn't sound as tight as the PRS. I say the Les Paul is more your thing if you like The Darkness, Thin Lizzy, Led Zeppelin, all those big bands who used big Les Pauls and Gibsons. It's something about the humbuckers. They're quite low output, really. They really are. These are the Iron Gear rolling mill set, not with the overwound bridge, with the normal vintage spec bridge, because I don't want this to be high output. I was trying to get like a 59 sort of vibe, so I changed the switch tip to amber, etc, etc, So if you want that classic rock sound, I think, in my opinion, you can't really beat the Les Paul. I think it's a bit better at it than the PRS, pains me to say, purely because it has the Gibson-ness to the sound that the PRS doesn't, if you know what I mean. The guitar sounds like it's really breathing, you can really feel it, and it's quite mellow and it's quite woody in its sound. When you overdrive, it's quite, it feels very open and airy. Think in Moon Age Daydream, when Mick Ronson's giving it all the widdlies and all that stuff. It's just, you can really hear the guitar breathe, you can hear the wood coming through, and there's nothing like a Les Paul for that. I'd say the PRS is a bit of a different animal. If you're after more of a modern sound, then I'd say the PRS is more your thing. I'd say the difference from the Les Paul is the pickups sound more focused. When you hit one single note, you can really feel and hear the attack on that one note. The PRS is all about clarity. You can really feel that with this guitar. I believe these are Alnico 5 pickups or something very similar. They're definitely not ceramic. They're really warm, really nice, great for blues and jazz. I really can't fault them, but they're not the same as a Les Paul. These definitely feel more focused in the mid-range. They feel a bit more, not quite bitey, but there's more attack and presence on the note from the very instant you release the string. Whereas the Gibson, it's a lot more, the notes all hang together as one big sound. With this, there's a lot more articulation to each chord, so it makes it sound like I'm ragging on this for having more clarity, which sounds like a good thing. Like, why would you not want more clarity? But it really is just about what sound you want. If you're gonna do think about free all right now, so it's like all those big chords like that, we use open notes. You don't really want that much clarity with them because it's all one chord. It's voiced weirdly, but I feel like you don't have that strength of sound, one sonic attack, assault that you get with the Gibson when you play the same riff. And that's not ragging on the PRS at all. It's a really nice guitar. It sounds fantastic. It's just they're different guitars for different applications. They're very much compared, the SE Singlecut, with Tremonti or not, let's be honest, it's all mahogany, it's 25-inch scale, it's basically every other PRS Singlecut, they're all pretty similar. So they are very similar in spec for controls, the switch up there, but they are different animals. So there's your answer. Guitar 1 was my Les Paul, Guitar 2 was the PRS. Which one did you prefer? Let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, do whatever you feel. I just hit 80 subs on YouTube. Thank you very much for that. I really never thought when I started this channel 2 years ago in my bedroom that anyone would be interested in what I have to say, but thank you very much for subscribing. I'll see you next week with another video. I hope to be changing some capacitors. So thank you very much for watching. Leave any questions in the comments and I'll try to get to them. And I'll see you next time.